What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the Kansas City Royals franchise here on MLB The Show 23. I am DFG, and I hope you're in for a longer video here today as we get 2 months basically done in this video as we are going to head to September call-ups. So we've got some simulating here to do, but this will be pretty much a stop-start start of the video, as we all know we've got some draft picks. Start off with Gilberto Urban, who still hasn't signed for us. We're going to try and get it up there. And he's going to decline again. Gustavo Coronado. He's going to decide to sign. So that's one down here. Tom Dunlap. A little bit of unknown to us right now. But he will also sign with the Royals. Hoffman's going to decline. And that's it. Some more simulating here. And now we've got some decisions to make. We've got some contract extensions to take a look at. Michael Massey is a guy I've actually thinking about trading here. He hasn't done much in his 2 years that have been in the franchise. But we're going to take a look at some of these guys here. Maybe give them some contract extensions and see what we can do with some of these players. But there's a lot to look at. We'll see how we get on. We are back to the simulating here as we want to get through this Oakland A's series here. We get a win there and a loss. Now we're back to signing draft picks again. Need to get Urban down here. And he will sign for slightly less than what they expected. So Urban, our number one pick, is here. Hoffman will decline again, though. Now we can finish this series with Oakland. We got another win here. Jordan Hicks is trying to finish out this game, and AJ Pollock is after getting a serious injury, so he's going to go on the 60-day injury list, and we're going to have to make some moves. There's actually a lot of guys here that I want to take a look at in the outfield. Geraldo Guzman, Lou Ojeda, though he is on a cold streak. Another guy that I actually was looking at too was Clay Dungan. We'll have to take a look to see if I want to bring him up. He's a second baseman and possibly someone I could bring up if we do decide to trade Michael Massey. But I think I'd more prefer to go to the outfield to bring a guy up with Pollock being hurt. Though Clay Dungan is doing pretty well down in AAA, so maybe he gets a shot at some point. If we are trading Michael Massey, we have Ronald Odor. My issue right now is that he's just not been good enough in the 2 years of the series that we've had. So maybe we should get rid of Michael Massey. The guy I want to bring up right now is Tucker Bradley. Now, he is 67 overall. He doesn't have the amazing attributes by any stretch of the imagination, but he has some good defense and has been doing really well down in AAA. He's continued to improve. He is 25 years old, but he's hitting .306 down in AAA with a little bit of power. I mean, he's not mashing the ball by any stretch, but he's got 5 home runs, 2 doubles, and a triple. I think Tucker Bradley is going to be the guy that we bring up here. I suppose we could look at some of the other options, but for me, Tucker Bradley is going to come up here and be the only right fielder on the Major League roster, so he's going to come up to the Major Leagues. I talked about Clay Dungan and bringing him up and sending Michael Massey to trade him, but I think I'm just going to send him down because he's not done what I want him to do, and then just give Clay Dungan a shot. How else are you going to know what you have unless you at least give him a shot, and that's what we're going to do. So Massey's down at AAA now. Back to the simulating, and the Yankees have offered us a trade. Aaron Hicks for Scott Barlow. Where is he? Oh, this is right field. He's a left fielder. A declining 34-year-old who's actually done well with his average. 297 average. That's actually not bad by any stretch. A few home runs. That 10 million over 2 years, 20 million over 2 years isn't great. And Scott Barlow probably deserves more time. He's not even the best closer. He would no, I'm not accepting this. That's a bad trade for the Yankees to even offer. Back to the simulating here once again as Johan Duran is trying to close us out, and he does. But now we've got to go back to signing draft picks. Come on, Hoffman. You're like one of the last people. There we go. Hoffman will sign. So we've only got one left now. Hartley. Yep, he will sign too. So we've got everyone signed down now. So no more draft picks to sign. Back to the simulating once again as we get one win against Minnesota. Beat the Athletics. As I said, no need to sign him. But then we went back and threw up a duck there. Salvador Perez has got hurt, so he's on a 10-day injured list, and we might have to bring up another dude. But we've also got a trade here. Jordan Luplow for Scott Barlow. Yeah, not interested in that trade either. I don't need veterans right now. Now the Rays are looking for someone. I put Michael Massey on the trade block. Tristan Peters is the guy that they've tried to send over. I'm not hugely interested in this. We have plenty of outfielders. He's doing decently down at AAA. His attributes aren't too bad, and he's young. But we have other options in the outfield in the organization, so I'm just gonna decline that. Sakima down in AAA. He's got hurt, so he's got some time. So we're gonna auto fix lineups there, and we've got another trade offer. Chad Cool for Michael Massey. I was looking for new starting pitchers, but Cool is not the guy I'm looking for. We have a lot more talent in our organization. Nixon, Nunez, Lacey. We'll decline that. That's a loss there against Detroit, and another trade. Eduardo Escobar, third baseman. He's 10 million. Yeah, I'm not trading for him. That's just a bad trade. Okay, now we need to do some roster fixing. That's done now, and now we've got another trade after a win against the Tigers. Did you not just try that a few moments ago? No, I declined it then. I'm declining it now. We beat Detroit by like 13-2. I didn't even see that first time because the trade came up. As we continue to simulate it. Nope, don't need to sign draft picks, but there is a trade. Okay. This one I might actually think about because even though Giancarlo Stanton is way better than Michael Massey, he's got a massive contract that the Yankees could possibly want to get rid of. Oh, this is actually really tough. I think if Michael Massey was B potential, I'd be more willing to do this. And the issue, like, do we want to take on that salary? Especially for numerous years. This is such a difficult. I think I made the right decision though. I'm gonna have to I just honestly went out on a limb to decline it. Then there was only the final day of the trade deadline, and I want to get Michael Massey out of here. The Mariners might be a team that we could take a look at. It all depends on who they're offering. And who do you got? Alberto Rodriguez, Harvey Middleton's a second baseman with 2 Bs. There's a nice that's a nice trade. 2 B potential players. Bryce Miller is a little old, and the other one is a little bit low on overall. So this one actually might work. So here's Bryce Miller. Good stamina. Hits per 9 and K per 9 are at a pretty okay level. Good velocity. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I like Bryce Miller. I mean, sure, his overall is low and he's B potential, but with the age of 25, I kind of feel like this is a fair trade. He's an older guy. You take a risk on him getting to a point where he could make the major leagues. I did the same with other trades, so maybe Miller could be the guy we go for here. And they do think that giving another guy there might be okay. Now, we've seen him, he's even struggling at AAA. God damn, Michael Massey. Maybe it was a good trade to get Giancarlo Stanton there, because that's a bad trade for the Yankees, I think. I think they're just trying to get his salaries off the books, but looking at these numbers, it's just negative WAR player for the last 2 seasons, which is both in this franchise. So I'm kind of just done with Michael Massey now. 26 years of age. He's 69 overall. He's not really getting better. He's not performing. So what was that other guy? Andy O'Hara, shortstop. Here he is. Yeah, he's not very good. 52 overall. That's pretty obvious. But at B potential, he's got time to improve. I mean, I think that's fine. I'm going to just offer it to them, and they're going to accept it. So Michael Massey is gone, and we got to make some moves now. Another trade offer. David Peralta for Scott Barlow. I'm not even getting a chance to do like 90% of the things that I want to do here because trades just coming in all left, right, and center. But we're going to decline that. And finally, we're done with we're trading. We've done so many trades over the last few weeks in this game. So it's about time we move on. With that now, I think we actually can look at our draft picks. We can look at the signings. We actually beat Pittsburgh. I think we swept them in that series. Okay, we got some really good players here. Urban 89 potential, Coronado 81, Dunlap 84. A little bit low on overall for Coronado. Tom Dunlap's ready to play like now. Not great defensively, but we will, put him down at AAA. Josh Grant also pretty good there for like a third round pick, 81 overall potential. Danny Graham, 77, was hoping for a little bit higher. He is only 18, so he's got time to develop. But look at this down here. Garrett Hoffman. Now, he's only 50 overall, but 92 potential for someone who we got in the late rounds. That is ridiculous. And I suppose the one player that we kind of didn't get fantastic was Jeff Hartley, unfortunately. 64 overall potential, 46 overall player. So not great, but the rest of the picks are incredible. Going through back to our contract extensions, I want to extend Tyler Freeman. We do have third baseman we brought in the draft, but I brought him in a trade. I want to give him like 2 years to see how he gets on. He's only 24 years of age, and he's got potential behind him, and he's going to accept it. Ben Kudrna is another one that I would like to keep around for another year. He's at the major leagues right now. He's not done incredibly well so far, but we could maybe give him another year to see where he's going. He is only 21, so we're not going to give him a long-term deal. He think he's worth a little bit more, and he'll sign that contract. And Jonathan Bolin wants more money here as well. I still think Bolin has an opportunity, and he will also accept that contract. The game I want to play here is against Cleveland, bringing Tyler Freeman back to the Guardians. And it's sort of a revenge game here between two division rivals, as Salvador Perez is no longer injured. I can come off the injured list now. Carter Jensen also not injured. So now we can play the Cleveland Guardians, but which one are we going to play with? I wouldn't mind playing with Ben Kudrna. Just signed another year extension, see how he's getting on. So we're going to play the first one here. These are the lineups. Tyler Freeman will indeed come back to the Guardians. Michael Garcia will not play today. Ahmed Rosario is at shortstop. So let's see how we get on against them here today. On the mound for the Cleveland Guardians is Tristan McKenzie. Pretty good season so far. 2.94 ERA. And he's had a lot of innings this year, so he's going to be a tough ask here today. So one down for here in the first for us as Bobby Witt Jr. comes up to the batter's box. And he's going to pop that one out, so that one's 2 down now. World Series MVP Salvador Perez is up. And that looks like Sanchez might have a shot at that. And wasn't able to make the play though. So Salvi is able to get another shot. 0-2 now. Very late on that slider up. And we're late on the slider. And that's the end of the first inning for McKenzie. As I said, we will be going for Kudrna here. He's not got off to a very good start to his major league career. 1.57 whip and 5.63 ERA. Could be 3 up, 3 down for Kuderna. And that's grounded to Odor. Kuderna gets off to a good start. 2 down, 0-2 for Freeman, as he is back here for his first at-bat as a Royal against the Guardians in this division rival game. And that's 2 balls outside in the last 2 pitches. So Freeman working the count here after going down early. And that one's low and gets him. And that will be the end of the inning. Once again, 2 up, 2 down for Kuderna. Gonzalez fouls that one off. Done pretty well, Kuderna, so far. Just not had many, really great, strikeouts or anything like that. But he's been solid. Battling with Gonzalez. Did he go there? Yes, he did. That'll end the inning. Now Drew Waters. Probably going to get some good play from Waters over the next while, as Pollock is hurt and Drew Waters gets us a nice double. 2-0 here for Odor. 1 down here in the third, and he hits one to the shortstop. That's Rosario there. He's actually not going to make the throw, and Odor is going to reach on an error here. 2 on, 2 out. 0-1 here for Bobby Witt Jr. And that's probably going to get down here, and indeed it is. Waters has enough of speed to get around third and get in as we get our first run of the day. 2 on, 2 out still here, and it looks like we've got a rally going here in the third. A 2-out rally. In comes Odor, now with round third, and he's going to get in there too. A 2 RBI single for Perez. 2-2 for Vosler now. Oh, come on, Vosler. That's right down the middle. Popped out on the infield fly. Kuderna 2-1 now. A little bit of trouble, but gets back to an even count there and a nice fastball on the outside. And that one's low. Changeup is low, so now Fabio Villa full count. No one out here in the third, and that was called a ball. I would question that, but he'll take the first base. It's off his foot there, and Rosario is going to be able to beat that out. Tried to dive with the pitcher there and ended up diving Vosler at first base, and that's after costing us another man on the bases now. Gary Sanchez, the catcher, up now. Ben Kuderna gets 2 really nice two-seamer there to get 0-2. And the slider away, he gets a piece of it. But he really needs this out now, and indeed he will get it. A slider low for a strikeout.
Nope, that's a ball.
Oh, just outside there, and the fastball high. 3-1 now. He hits one to right field, and Grichuk is there. We'll get through the third without any damage here for Kuderna. Freeman up here in the fourth for his second at-bat here today. And, oh, they threw it straight at him. They just threw that straight at Freeman. Where's my warning? Where's my warning to Cleveland? They just aimed at him. Getting chippy out there. As Waters misses a fastball high. Oh, Freeman took off there, and they're going to get him, it looks like. Yeah, they did get him. They hit him, and then they caught him stealing. Not a great inning there for Freeman. There's Ramirez. Witt does not claim it. Now we seem to be a little bit rattled after they went after Freeman. That should have been a warning to the Guardians coaching staff. But there's a double play to get us back on track with Kuderna. And Naylor is going to pop out, and Freeman will take care of it to end the fourth. Only really had some good stuff there in the third, and they haven't gone after anyone inside since they hit Freeman. So that was obviously targeting, as Pasquantino should have hit that into play as it was right down the middle. Goodenau's fastball is just high there, and Rosario will lay off. Now 3-2, and it's a low, and that is indeed a walk. So that's what, his second walk of the day for Kuderna, as Gary Sanchez comes up to 1 on, 2 down. And Sanchez is going to fly out to cross there in left field. That'll end the fifth. Top of the sixth. Bobby Witt Jr. is here. And that's going to be hit number 2 into the right center field gap. And Witt's got speed. He might be able to get 3 out of this. And no, he's going to stay at second. So a leadoff double for Bobby Witt Jr. And now the Guardians are going to make their change. Trevor Stefan is going to be the man here. 3.22 ERA. Tristan McKenzie should have already got a warning after he targeted Tyler Freeman, an old teammate of his. So let's see what Stefan does here. Because that one's outside. The umpires made some bad calls as well. You know, there was a strikeout earlier that they made as a walk on a full count for Kuderna. So they've made some mistakes. Did they just call that? They just called that in. In what world was that in? Maybe eclipsed the inside corner, but I don't think so. That one's up high. Just fixing the user display there in the bottom right. The pitch count wasn't up. I like to see that. And Perez is going to ground to third. That's an easy out there for Stefan to start his day. Oh, what? No way they got him. No way they got him. He looks safe. I'm checking this because some of these calls by these umps have been ridiculous. Okay, he's already down there. He isn't even the ball. He's not touching the base. He's touching the base there, but oh, that's close. We're getting none of these 50-50 calls. That could go either way. I think they probably got it right, but that was close. And then they come back to strike out Vosler. To the bottom of the sixth now. Full count for Kuderna now, and that is outside. So Jimenez walks, and that's Kuderna's third of the day. And we're going to make a change. Ryan Yarbrough is going to come in. Had really good season so far, Yarbrough. An inning eater, if there ever was one, for us from the bullpen. And he's going to take over here in the bottom of the sixth with a man on. Sinker. A little bit higher than you want it, but it'll be a strike. Nope, misclick there. As we get back to Yarbrough on the mound. Another nice sinker there, this time on the outside. Well, a better sinker, not a second good sinker. It was a better sinker. And that one's going to fly out to left field. Crosses there, and he'll take care of it. 1 up, 1 down for Yarbrough. This one's going to be smashed into left field with Cross. He gets the ball. They're going to round third here, and Witt's going to throw it home, and we're going to get him. Should have stayed at third, didn't. And we're able to get the man out at home. 2 down. And Hernandez is the last man up here. And Yarbrough will take care of it. And that's the end of the sixth. The Guardians are also making a change. Eli Morgan up next. Not the greatest season for Morgan. 4.09 ERA. But the righties are having a little bit of trouble with him. Let's see what they do with Freeman here. He's 3-2, and he will walk. So that's his second walk of the day after being targeted earlier, umpires. Now Grichuk, 2 down, 1 on. Oh, come on, Grichuk. I knew that was early, but come on, that's a circle change right over the middle. Try to pick off Freeman. They've already picked off Waite and caught Freeman stealing today, so let's not do that again. That was inside, so Grichuk is a full count here. Odor on deck, 2 out. And he fouls off the fastball. Not doing much with Grichuk lately. We've seen him struggle. And that one's outside, so we will get a walk. So that's 2 walks here from Morgan. Now Ronald Odor, 2 on, 2 out, 0-2. And he's way ahead of the circle change. And that'll end the inning for Morgan. Yabra here again, 2-2. Nice sweeping curve. Damn, that was nasty. What a curveball on the outside. Now it's Oscar Gonzalez. That'll be low. 2-2 to Fabio Villa. And they'll get him with a sinker on the outside. End of the 7th. 3-1 for Vinny Pasquantino. That's outside. That's a walk. Not got a hit today, but that'll be his first time on base for Vinny Pasquantino. Salvador Perez. 1 down, 0-2. And that's his second hit of the day. He gets it through the first and second baseman. There's Vosler. And he'll go right back out to right field again. 3 on here in the top of the 8th. Time for us to get some runs here. Here's Cross up. Oh no, that one's right down the middle, and he actually skies it, but we might be able to tag here. And we'll stay put. Wait, what? Vosler didn't go back to first base when it was caught. Why? Oh, come on. We're making another change here. Dylan Coleman comes in for the 8th inning. He's been absolutely superb this year. That's Hamed Rosario getting a hit into right field as he gets on base here. Did he just say that's ball 3? In what world was that ball 3? Come on now. And they're going to walk him. That wasn't ball 3. Whatever about the 4th one, but that... Ball 3. What the hell's going on? Vosler didn't go back to first base, which, you know, may be on me, but I do have auto base running on because I'm terrible at base running. And Coleman might come back here with a... What? That was in! That should have been a strikeout. We get a double play instead, which I suppose is better. We actually didn't even get the double play. Only 1 out. Now there's 2 runners at the corners. What is going on? The Guardians have paid off these umpires. Have you seen some of these? Look at that. That first one was in. They're all getting all the 50-50 plays. They targeted Tyler Freeman earlier. Now they're getting these incredibly... that's not... Like, that one there is, like, right... Oh, my God. We should be out of this inning. Ramirez could have been struck out twice, and he's going to hit this into right field. What on earth is going on? I am getting on the phone right now to the league, and they're going to get 2 runs out of that. That is ridiculous. What is going on? If you're a Kansas City Royal fan and you're not shouting at the screen right now, I don't know what's going on. Like, what is this? The Guardians should be investigated for tampering with umpires here, because some of the calls that have been made today have been ludicrous, but the slider there low gets us out of the inning. What on earth happened in that inning? Right, here we are in the top of the ninth. Tucker Bradley's going to come in. He's actually got off to a really good start in his major league career. Not that many at bats, obviously. He only came up this episode as he's behind on the high fastball. Trying to calm down after some of the things that happened in this game, but the Guardians need to be in this series. The Guardians need to be investigated because some of that stuff was absolutely. That umpire needs to be fired. He needs to be fired right now. I'm writing up a strongly worded letter to the league about this umpire and his team. My goodness, 2-2 for Tucker Bradley now. Let's concentrate in the game here, DFG. Come on now. 2-2 here for Tucker Bradley. That one's low, so 3-2 full count for our first opportunity to use Tucker Bradley. Let's see where he goes from here. And that one's way outside, so he will walk. Bringing up another pinch hitter, MJ Melendez. He's been really good actually in terms of his average, 282. It doesn't play every single day. He's usually a hitter against lefties, but he will come in here against the righty Eniel De Los Santos and take a fastball inside. 282, pretty good for MJ Melendez. Pretty happy with how he's done this year after last year not really been particularly fantastic. But that's a slider over the middle. And Melendez can't quite get it out there. Good play by the center fielder. And now Joey Votto. I'm going to bring him in as well. Probably not got much more left in the tank at this point. 0-2 for Votto. And he will strike out on the slider inside. Now the bottom of the ninth. It's up to Scott Barlow now after some absolutely atrocious umpiring the last inning. We're now only up by 1. So Scott Barlow needs to shut this down. Naylor smashed that into center field. Nothing you can say about the umpires on that one. That's just a bad pitch by Barlow as Naylor gets on. That's a really good bunt from Oscar Gonzalez. That's an excellent bunt. 2 on, no one out here in the ninth. Barlow's in trouble. And up comes Fabio Villa. We need to get him out. Or a double play would be good too. I think you can see him there at the front. That's Michael Garcia, who's come in as a pinch runner here for the Clevelands in the ninth. We get a nice double play off Villa. Scott Barlow now has made a huge win there. That slider was lucky to not be absolutely smashed right down the middle. That one, he's after hitting foul. So one more pitch to end it. There it is! And despite everything the umpires tried to do today, and the Guardians, they targeted Tyler Freeman. I don't care what you say. We do get the victory, and the Royals will come out with a 3-2 win against the Guardians. Realistically, it should have been 3-0 because we could have struck out, I think it was Rodriguez twice with Dylan Coleman. And his ERA is going to take a hit because of it. But still, we get the win. I'm actually interested on how many of these did they say was a ball when actually it was clearly not a ball. Where is it? That's a strike. Here's the ball. There's like 4 there that should be called strikes. The one in the bottom right, the 2 in the middle, and the one up high. You could say the bottom left one is borderline. That's not too bad. But man, there were other ones too. It wasn't just Coleman. But a win is a win. 3-2. Ben Kudrna played pretty well and got his ERA under 5. So a good outing nonetheless as we continue to do some simulating here. And we lose to the Guardians there. Sakima is off the injured list as he will be auto-utilized down in AAA. Got some wins against the Mets, and now Barlow's trying to close it out against the Mets, and indeed he does get it. So with Votto here, I said it there that he's not got much more to give. So I'm going to send him down to the minor leagues, and we're going to give Nick Prado a go up at the majors. He's actually done pretty well down in AAA. Another player who's not done well is Gavin Cross. Still got loads of time to develop. Still doing well, I think, in terms of that development. He's just not been the same guy as he was last year. 207 average. I think he needs more time down at AAA. And I want to give another outfielder a go. And that's Lou Ojeda, who has been ridiculous down in AAA. He has like a 2.95 ERA with like 17 home runs. He's been really good. I want to try him up at the majors as well. So more time to simulate through to the end of August here to get to the September call-ups, as that is what we're aiming to get to today as we continue to simulate. Grandal got hurt there, but he'll be back in a few days. Back on the simulating train here as we will finally reach the end of August here as we beat the Mariners. Grandal's back. And there's Barlow trying to close out the White Sox. We do it. But then we lose the next 2 games, and that will get us to September. And looking at our standings here, we've got 62 and 74. We're actually not miles away. We're actually doing reasonably well. I don't think we're going to end up at 500, but we'll be around there. Obviously, we're not going anywhere near the playoffs, but yeah, we're doing okay. And with 1 month more to go, we've got some time to see some of the players we've brought up. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a longer episode here today. If you did, please like and subscribe. Plenty of more content to come from the channel. And more content from the Kansas City Royals as we'll probably end our season in the next episode. So we'll see you for that. Peace out, guys, and have a great day.